Look here. Button. Back in 2nd Ezra 15, in verse 4, and it reads, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Verse 5, "Behold, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And we seeing death and destruction. It's again, that draft coming. To prepare your mind for that shit too. That's going to be an ultimate sign of who ain't right with the Lord, because if you go over to this war, you're not coming back. You thinking you right with the, that's a terrifying feeling. You thinking you right with the Lord, and then the Lord, that's why it's so important to remain humble. And, it's a lot of pride in Israel. I've heard brothers say, I've seen it myself. I battle with pride, and it's a beautiful brother that I listen to a lot. He said, keep pride far from me. And you can see why. Look at this devil. I mean, he the epitome of pride, but nonetheless, it's like, nigga, the people losing, the people hate you, and the people scared, and they in fear. I'm not going to pick up a stone or nothing. That's your job. My job is to say what the fuck you going to do. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 1. "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." Because again, like I said, they doing these power plays, which, yeah, that ain't impressing us. You don't hear brothers be like, oh, wow. Yeah, Babylon got some great shit, powerful shit. But the thing is this, we serve the living power. Why do you think we wholeheartedly believe that the Lord going to have to give us spiritual power? And then he's so boastful with shit, he'll put the shit in your face. He'll show you some shit like on a video game. Like, if you ever seen G.I. Joe, the first one, Cobra Commander was like a weapon designer. And he basically designed some shit called the Rods of God. And basically, they wasn't nuclear, but because of the atmosphere and how far they going to be falling from the sky, when they hit the target, it's going to look like a nuclear bomb. They got something like that. But they showed it in that movie. A lot of those video games show shit. Because a lot of those video game systems is like in hand with Satan, like Rockstar. You will see the pentagrams and shit like that. I got this game called The Witcher, which that's a great show. It's a book. I'm into a whole bunch of fantasy books, like always been. So long story short, though, that's a great book. But if you watch the show great. The video game cold. And I'm talking about, it's some shit in there. The nigga selling soul. Can't make this shit up. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? How you gonna stop this? Esau Edom thinking that you got some control. That's scary, man. You know what's scary about it? Because when you got power, Mike Tyson's made a very significant statement years ago. A lot of people look down on Mike Tyson like he's stupid. Mike Tyson has read a lot and he's seen life. That's tell you how, like, it ain't about how many books you read. It's about, like, what you can perceive and what you see. Like, you have an old lady that ain't never did nothing but be a housewife to her husband, but actually have more common sense than, the learned businesswoman, this American nigga woman that I got 16 degrees. She ain't got no degrees, but she doing better than you. Keep it, like the elders say, kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid. We all do stupid ass shit. That's why you got so many people quiet and shit. I be telling my sister shit, and one day she just hit me like, it's too early. I can't process. I got to get my brain. Yeah, because motherfuckers want this shit to continue. No. You could try and beg and plead and all that. You calling on the wrong name first and foremost, but you really think the Lord gonna stop it? The only way the Lord gonna stop it is show you how cold the Lord is. Watch. The only way the Lord gonna stop it is he said if all of us are kneel, turn to the east and pray. But he already know we all ain't. He set it up for all of us not to. So no stopping this shit. Call lawyer that I was alive to even see this point. Brothers just keep on talking about, yeah, we close. I don't know how close we is. We very fucking close. I always read 1 Peter and talk about the end is not, meaning near. You can feel that shit. A fire is sent among you who may quench it. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench that fire, the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn against the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? I don't give a fuck how much praying, how much y'all tried to come up with these negotiations. Look, I remember one time, DJ Trump was sitting up there talking about what Putin was doing with Ukraine and asking them to stop. That same day, Putin went and shot more. Remember, he shot one. They thought it was an ICBM. Come to find out, he bluffed them. He chest moved it. But like the elder said, it's going to be something that they're going to do. The Lord going to put the spirit on them. No, fuck y'all. Fuck this place. I bet you everybody watching us, because again, the dude Putin, he literally he allowed them to see the pictures of, the black prophets and all that. Because that's all there during the Byzantine Empire when we was ruling. And guess what? That cameraman wasn't allowed to swivel from the left to the right. He only could look at Putin. Because he knew it'd have been like that episode off of the Richard Pryor show when he went into the pyramids and he got the book. He was like, the book of life. He said, yeah, we started all this shit. He said, Jack, I'm going to do this and do that. And guess what they did? Them hunkies locked that nigga in there. A lot of comedians talk about that episode because it's showing you where the fuck we at. Them hunkies will do that to you. Verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow, when that nuclear missile is shot off, because it's likened onto an arrow. If you ever seen that movie Broken Arrow with John Travolta and I think Christian Slater, basically that was the term for they had somebody I think stole an ICBM. I think it was John Travolta. I ain't seen the movie in so long. That was a decent little movie. Because at one point in time they tried to make Christian Slater like the the Hollywood superstar. So he probably did some weird strange for some change shit. He played in a couple good movies, like the beloved elder apostle always mixes True Romance. And you had the dude, Tony Soprano, he played in it, which I think he was a homosexual, but big ass homosexual. Big ass punk. This shit crazy, man. Like that one homosexual that shot his wife and their children. Like, that nigga was a motherfucking Aryan Brotherhood or Hell's Angels. I mean, he had the lightning bolts on the neck. That's spiritual too, that they know they Lucifer. Because them lightning bolts represent what? Lucifer falling from heaven. They Hell's Angels because they calling themselves demons. Because Hell's Angels are demons, right? Says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. Every intended target of the Lord, when the Lord put his spirit on these different nations to shoot those ICBMs, is gonna go exactly where they're supposed to, and especially here. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot in the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the world, come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Destruction is me, destruction is me. Who will deliver me in those days? And that's how you know you need a savior, a deliverer. If you thinking, like the elder said, like I know an elder brother that literally knows some shit. I mean, I'm talking about like highly respected. You can just see it in his spirit. He say, I remember one time he said some shit. He said, yeah, let's go ahead and get up out of here because he said, shit happened. He said, yeah, brothers, they got to be here. I ain't got to be here. I'm going to do something. I'm going to defend myself. That's what I say. That's how funny the Lord is. He got everybody looking down on us because we read the Bible. That's a mighty thing. And when you ever pay attention to most real fighters believe in the higher power. Because Mike Tyson said, he ain't said a proud thing, he said a very spiritual thing. He said, when you on top of the world, he says, like when you the champion, the Lord did that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord did. Look at Ryan Garcia. A lot of people call him garbage. I just like he's very fast. But he like Tank said, he don't really have nothing but that hook. He don't really got no footwork. He got speed. That speed was fucking motherfuckers up. I think Shakur gonna whoop him for real. He got more power than Shakur, but Shakur is a real boxer. I've been missing a lot of fights. I don't want to see the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather one. And then show you how stupid motherfuckers is. That's why I don't even talk to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even being arrogant. Motherfucker said he broke, so he got to go fight. Nigga, they said 50 Cent was broke. Bankruptcy is a whole part of the system for these elites. If you know about the system, just because you file bankruptcy doesn't mean that you're broke. Dame Dash, I think, tried to file bankruptcy. He even said that shit. He said, I didn't know about that, so now I got to check into it. Like Dame Dash said, he said, they trying to make me pay all this money. He said, Donald Trump didn't have to pay the money. All these other people didn't have to pay. Why the fuck I got to pay the money? Right. To prove a point. But they got pictures of him with fucking DJ Trump and all that. So, like, these niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust nobody up there on a certain echelon. Now, don't get me wrong. The Lord can use whoever the fuck how he want to, but no, I don't trust you niggas because y'all compromised. That's like a nigga that'll lie. And I heard the elder say, right? Look. The King David lied, right? The Lord put it on the spirit to go do some slick shit, right? But just flat foot lying, like, nigga, like, if it's that, you think that was of the Lord? Wait. Because at the end of the day, just say this nigga was a nuisance and he left. He didn't want to say what happened. Like, and again, it's little, like I said, I'm not really even mad about it. Just, I'm not going to probably never stop speaking on it. Who the fuck is you to tell me what to speak? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to my fucking videos there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one got to deal with this shit. And all I'm trying to do is tell this young man, yeah, what you doing, you moving in the fucked up way. But you got somebody else, he cornballish. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you know what I mean? Women, and what do you think is like some cool shit? You know? What do you think is cool? To get a woman to get some pussy? Like that? That's cool to you, huh? The fuck out of here, man. You a child, man. We at the end of the world, you got Jake still trying to have more babies and shit. Like, the fuck would you, I would never have, like, the fuck? Nigga so simple, he didn't even think to put on protection. The fuck is you talking about? And then embarrassed. That was show you that was the Lord because I didn't tell no brothers that was in the cap. I used to look at him and be like, this nigga crazy. And no, I wasn't fucking with his Eve or no. His Eve knew my Eve. So he the one brought his Eve around my Eve. My Eve didn't know nobody else's Eve's. So he did that shit to himself. I'm done, guys. Man. You know what I mean? Like, everybody trying to figure some shit out. I heard the elder, listen, I watched the daily verse for the one brother, and he said, your ultimate thing is you got to keep up with your own thing. You got to keep up with you stands, because you can't, because everybody ain't other, you know what I mean? The elders say that. That's why I respect them highly. Why? Because I can't be next to a snake. That's a snake, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to say, that is a snake. I'm going to point it out to everybody. But the Lord said we supposed to be gathered together until the end. You know, I was talking to this goofy ass bitch. She was up there. She like, she was like, she told us, church, God is my first. And you know how these proud ass bitches be, right? So she like, God is first and all that. So me and her got to talking. And she like, you go to church? So I hit her with a scripture. Then I'm like, well, my church ain't in no building though. And she was like, well, the Bible tells you to congregate. My daddy's a pastor. But this bitch talking about she eating lobster. I say, so you one of them ones that you know the scriptures, but you feel that you can do what you want because the Lord gonna forgive you. That's like, she reminded me of my children's mother, because my children's mother thinks she's smart. And it's a person that think they smart that's the most dangerous people. You get what I'm saying? Like I tell my children, your job is so simple. All you gotta do is follow directions. If you just do what the fuck I'm telling you, you're gonna get rewarded like the Lord said. It's my pleasure to give you the kingdom. The fuck? You not doing what I told you. I'm gonna end the lesson there. Lord willingly, it was edifying to a degree. I know I'll be spazzing out good. There's a lot to spaz out about. But the thing is to hold on to the truth. You know, scripture says, be angry, but sin not. So with that being said, Lord willingly, you got something out of this. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the law, statute, commandments of your power. True name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Elohim, like Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem. Double honors to the elders, to the apostles that I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Aquath, to the listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willingly, shalom, shalom. Kwame Yasharala and Mawatha Babal.